One night removed from Hell in a Cell, we need a new #1 contender for Triple H's World Heavyweight Championship. The tournament starts tonight, and who is going to go on to face the game at Over the Limit? Match number 1, Randy Orton versus Kane. Kane hits the tombstone, but Randy Orton's foot appears to be under the rope. He is not happy at that result, but Kane moves on to the semi-finals. Sting versus Mr. Anderson. Scorpion Death Drop. Sting advances. Benoit and Jericho brawling throughout the building. This one's completely turned to chaos. There is no winner. Sting gets a bye. He's through to the final. The final matchup. Look at this. In the crowd is Raven. Raven distracting Cena on the tombstone. The Undertaker picking up the victory over John Cena. Sting is through to the final. Undertaker will face Kane on metal in the semi-finals. On the night where we will find out who is going to face Sting next week in the final to crown a new #1 contender for Triple H's World Heavyweight Championship. Will it be Undertaker or will it be Kane going on to face Sting? The winner of tonight's matchup faces Sting in the final, and the winner of the final faces Triple H at Over the Limit for the World Heavyweight Championship. Plus an important update for one of our superstars who has been gravely injured as of late. A couple weeks back at Destruction, Randy Orton punted CM Punk in the skull after CM Punk defeated him. Randy Orton, after punting Punk in the skull, has not been seen. Has CM Punk. CM Punk has not been seen since Destruction. He gives an update live here tonight, and as mentioned before, it is the semi-final matchup for the Over the Limit tournament. Kane goes one-on-one with his brother The Undertaker. The Brothers of Destruction collide here tonight. The winner goes through to the final to face Sting next week. A lot going on here tonight on Metal this Wednesday evening. It's going to be Off the Chain. And speaking of Off the Chain, you hear the crowd response to this guy. The man who at Destruction betrayed his tag team partner for over a year in Kofi Kingston. It was back at Destruction where Kofi Kingston and R-Truth were putting on the line their tag team titles when R-Truth, after trying to get intentionally disqualified yet again, if he had done, they would have lost the titles anyway. But R-Truth reached a boiling point and hit the lie detector on Kofi Kingston, losing them the tag team titles. R-Truth was at it again this past week. Kofi Kingston had his rematch for the tag team titles, and the man about to come out here was the mystery partner for Kofi Kingston. Sin Cara this past week on NLW was Kofi Kingston's replacement for R-Truth. Kofi Kingston and Sin Cara challenged for the tag team titles this past week and almost won it. Kofi Kingston hit the Trouble in Paradise for the win, it appeared. However, R-Truth jumping the barricade through the crowd, kicking Kofi Kingston in the skull, and yet again hitting the lie detector. It was Sin Cara who made the save and stopped the onslaught. However, R-Truth, Kofi Kingston's former tag team partner, taking on Kofi Kingston's new tag team partner in Sin Cara. However, I believe my sources indicate that Kofi Kingston is not in the building tonight, and often we say that, and it turns out they are. That in this instance, Kofi Kingston is not here. He will be at Metal in foreseeable future, but tonight he is not here. He will be on the next episode of NLW. But Sin Cara, look at the athleticism here. The Hurricanrana from the apron, and in our opening contest, Sin Cara doing what he does best and putting on a show for these fans. R-Truth used to do that. He used to be a guy who used to dance to the ring, he used to entertain these fans, not anymore. He's a changed man, and it all started at WrestleMania when he got intentionally disqualified to save his tag team titles. It seemed as though R-Truth was the devil of the team, and Kofi Kingston was almost like the good conscience on the team. And look at R-Truth sending Sin Cara straight head first into the steel ring post, and that is going to scramble his brains underneath that mask, no doubt about it. Of course, Sin Cara has won many matches in recent weeks. Is covered by R-Truth, and there's a kick out by Sin Cara. Sin Cara being worked on by R-Truth right now, the man who's taken a much darker turn in his character. Both men back to their feet now, and you gotta believe that Kofi Kingston is watching this somewhere, probably from his home, just imagining what has happened to R-Truth, especially after what he did to him way back at Destruction. There's the front suplex sending Sin Cara on his stomach. He's in trouble now. Look at R-Truth standing on his back, and this is the fan response he gets. Outright boos, and he deserves it, but I don't think he really cares. Sin Cara, the human highlight reel, being worked on by, and look at that, R-Truth mocking his former tag team partner, and Kofi Kingston, and there's a bulldog from out of nowhere. Are we going to see a win here from Sin Cara? But R-Truth just about managed to kick out. The tendencies in R-Truth may help him in some parts of this match, not there. Cross-bodied by Sin Cara, and he elicits a response everywhere he goes. Sin Cara now going to whip R-Truth into the corner, and he does. Now elbow to the face, and Sin Cara got to get back into this one quickly. And what a kick to the skull. Good lord, what a kick. R-Truth sending Sin Cara loopy and goes for the clothesline. Sin Cara ducks it, but he can't duck the stunner. Here's a cover again by R-Truth. And now both men in trouble at the moment. R-Truth's back on his feet, and look at him, still taunting the fans. He can't get enough of that, but rolled up, and it may be all for him now. But Sin Cara, only two he gets. Now R-Truth goes at him, look at him, cut out, and a lie detector. Lie detector by R-Truth out of nowhere, and he's won this. R-Truth picking up the victory in this opening contest on Metal. Sin Cara is out, and that is not a smile of happiness anymore, it's a smile of evil. The way it's pasted over his face, he's not raised his hand, he's not moved an inch, he's just got to his feet and he's looking at his handiwork. The way he's tormented Kofi Kingston in recent weeks, he's just gone on a crusade and attacked his tag team partner here tonight in decisive fashion. R-Truth for most of this was relentless on Sin Cara. He was out to prove a point to Kofi Kingston, but he doesn't need him to succeed, and even if he does find a tag team partner, he's not going to be as good as R-Truth. However, I disagree with that statement personally. That's just what R-Truth is trying to communicate. Nevertheless, Sin Cara's lost him. Where's R-Truth going? He's standing up on our announce table here. He's got a mic. What's he got to say though? What is on the mind of R-Truth as he's grabbed the mic?
Shut the hell up and sit down. I got something to get off my chest right now. I want every one of you folks in here, everybody that's watching this, to look at me. I look like a star. Every time I grab this microphone, I sound like a star. Whether I'm dancing down that ramp, whether I'm dancing in the ring, or whether I'm just knocking the dust off somebody's stinking ass, I move like a star. So tell me this, why at this point in my career am I not the biggest damn star in the business? Why in the hell did the WWE, whatever the hell they call themselves, why in the hell did they let me go? What the pork damn thunder is that about? I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell every last one of you what it is. They was afraid was going to become something that they were scared of. Whether you like it or not, I was going to be the hottest damn item they had. And you know what that means? That means you would have to promote me. They would have had to sell my t-shirt. Good Lord forbid I get this damn gold around my ripped up ass waist. I've been kept down my whole life. I've been treated like a damn second-class citizen. You wanna know why? Because they know that I'm better than they is, and they are as You need to be afraid. You better be afraid, because from this point on, I'm going to take what's supposed to be mine. I'm going to spit some damn face while I'm doing it. After years and years of being personally suppressed, it's time for me to move some damn things to the top of the mountain. To the top of that son of a bitch. But you know what? Don't get it twisted. I'm just the damn truth. And the truth will no longer be denied.
Well, that was certainly decisive. A decisive victory followed up by the decisive speech, and maybe that's arrogance to some, to others it's confidence. However, our truth has just set his crusade over No Limits Wrestling.
He is the top of the food chain here. He's undefeated. And I want to prove that I am the best in the world. Going into this match, I have a lot to gain. And I do have a lot to lose. I have a reputation. He knows deep down in his heart, but unless he beats Kurt Angle, he can never be in the top ranks of professional wrestling. I enjoy inflicting pain.
It's real. It's damn real.
No Limits Wrestling presents Over the Limit live. Over the Limit, going to be a hell of a pay-per-view coming your way in November. Already a couple matches announced for that event. And here comes a man who's likely not going to be competing at Over the Limit, considering the injuries he has suffered in the past couple of weeks. That man is the Second City Savior, CM Punk, and he's coming out here to an incredible crowd response as always. However, there's a slightly solemn atmosphere, because these fans know he's probably not going to be competing for a while at least. That's the assumption. The last time we saw CM Punk in a ring, in the arena, here in NLW, was back at Destruction. It was at that pay-per-view where CM Punk got kicked in the skull following his victory over Randy Orton. Orton kicking CM Punk in the skull for the second time in a number of weeks. And you gotta wonder what the condition of CM Punk is now. He is here tonight on Metal to give the fans an update, to tell these fans how his recovery is going to be and how long he's going to be out for. Well, at least I thought he was going to give his update or something, but apparently not. Apparently AJ Styles is going to come out here. I don't know what the meaning of this is. It seems a little bit disrespectful, but nevertheless, AJ Styles coming out here. CM Punk was about to explain how long he was going to be out for injury-wise, but instead, Mr. Money in the Bank AJ Styles coming out. In coincidentally, AJ Styles was the man who knocked CM Punk off the ladder to win the briefcase back at WrestleMania. And this past week on NLW programming, Kurt Angle made an open challenge for Over the Limit, which AJ Styles accepted. AJ Styles accepted the challenge of the Olympic gold medalist, and at Over the Limit, we know that it will be AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle at the pay-per-view, but what is AJ got to say?
I demanded this time to come out here and address you tonight. Listen, I don't have to tell you where I've been, how long I've been there, what's going on with me, or where I'm going. Because the truth is,
I'm better than the best in the world. I am the phenomenal AJ Styles.
That was a turn.
And I'm listening, but I think everybody else is sick of listening. So I'm going to go ahead. I know how good you are. These people know how good you are. My problem I have with you is you coming out here and insinuating that I've stolen anything from you. No, I've never plagiarized anything in my life. Everything I have I've fought for and I've earned. It's right here. You think you invented saying that you were the best? Are you kidding me? Hey, there's a guy I remember watching when I was a kid. You probably watched him when you were a kid too. His name's Bret Hitman Hart. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Did you invent that? Did you give that to him when you were, what, 2 years old? Huh? He's Canadian, too. Did you invent him being Canadian? Did you invent Canada? You know, you keep saying that, and your words just scream superiority, but I watch you and the way you walk out here and the inflection in your voice, and certainly your body language, it screams inferiority. Who are you trying to prove? You trying to prove to me that you're the best? Are you trying to prove to these people that you're the best? Or are you trying to prove to yourself that you're the best? See, I say I'm the best in the world, and yeah, that's a little cocky, but confidence is nothing that I've ever lacked, and it's nothing I thought you lacked. But now that confidence seems to be replaced with jealousy. See, you look at me and you see a guy that emerged from the same shadows you did. He came from the same places you did. He overcame the same obstacles you did. But now, he surpassed everything that you did, didn't he? Because sure, you say that you're the best in the world at what you do, and I say that I'm the best wrestler in the world. The distinction to me is very simple. This is nothing I chose. I was born this way. This is who I am. This is what I do. And all the while, I'm here on top.
I've spent so much time being a corporate guy, trying to take care of everybody else, and I have forgotten about number one. I've forgotten about AJ Styles. So basically why I'm out here is to tell you this. This has nothing to do with you, Link. This has everything to do with AJ Styles. I'm so sick and tired of being the corporate janitor and cleaning up every mess. I'm tired of always doing the right thing. So from now on, I'm going to be doing my own thing.
Well, did he really feel the need to interrupt CM Punk, and what the hell was that? That was a little bit weird. AJ Styles patting CM Punk on the shoulder as if to say, good luck with your injury, pal, but I'm here to stay. And he's got that briefcase, he holds all the power, and he's just outright said that he doesn't need anybody. This is a sign of things to come, and we still don't know how CM Punk's injury is going to affect him in the coming weeks, but AJ Styles instead, being a little bit disrespectful in all honesty, coming out here and taking the spotlight from CM Punk to say he's doing his own thing. How is that going to affect him when he goes and faces Kurt Angle at Over the Limit? And still, more the question, why did AJ Styles come out and basically verbally attack CM Punk? Nevertheless, coming up next is the final semi-final matchup. The winner of this matchup goes through to the final next week. Kane goes one-on-one with The Undertaker. The winner faces Sting in the final to crown a new #1 contender for Triple H's World Heavyweight title. Kane vs Undertaker is up next.
Obviously, we need to establish a connection because clearly you're being a little bit disrespectful by interrupting CM Punk. Alright? Out there earlier, he was about to tell the fans how he was recovering and how he was feeling, but you decided to go out there and verbally state yourself. I didn't give you the time. You were lying. Nevertheless, it's clear that in recent weeks you're trying to get noticed around here, and that's a good thing. I like that. But don't do it while a guy's announcing his future in the company. But then again, you made an impression, so it's a bit hypocritical of me not to applaud that. Alright? So AJ, next episode, I feel that you need to get a little bit of a better attitude. So what I propose is that next episode, it's going to be the NLW Tag Team Champions in a non-title matchup, Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez taking on you and your opponent for Over the Limit, Kurt Angle. Before you face Kurt Angle at Over the Limit, you need to learn to cooperate with him until the event, okay? That is why you and your opponent for Over the Limit, the man who you accepted the challenge from, you're going to team up against the tag team champions next episode. Maybe then you'll learn a little something, and maybe get a little bit of a chance to scout your opponent as well.
Well, a huge matchup just made by the commissioner. It's going to be Chavo Guerrero Hernandez taking on AJ Styles and his opponent for Over the Limit in Kurt Angle. However, coming up next, we're going to find out what the main event of next episode is going to be. Who is going through to the final? Is it Undertaker or is it Kane? There is the tournament bracket so far. You can see that Sting's got a bye due to Jericho and Benoit going to a no contest. That's the graphics you saw at the start of the program, the recap of the tournament, and right now it's the semi-finals featuring the Brothers of Destruction going one-on-one with each other and colliding here tonight. The winner of this contest here tonight on Metal will go on to face Sting in the final of this tournament to crown a new #1 contender for Triple H's World Heavyweight Championship at Over the Limit. Sting is already through, but who is going to face Sting? Will it be The Undertaker, or will it be the Devil's favourite demon, Kane? Kane is in the ring right now and he's ready to take on his brother, the man who he shares a common bond with. He is taking on his own brother in order to find out who is going to go and face Sting and have a chance at the World Heavyweight Championship. Here comes the Phenom. To a thunderous ovation, he's making his metal debut here tonight. And here he is. To the delight of these fans, The Undertaker is out here following a successful victory over John Cena, albeit with help from Raven this past week. Undertaker makes it through to the semi-finals to face his brother Kane. Kane, of course, we saw earlier, he beat Randy Orton last episode. However, he had his foot under the rope, which brought up some controversy. Randy Orton certainly wasn't happy. He had his foot under the rope and therefore the victory shouldn't really have counted. But the referee didn't see it. It was let slide and the commissioner told Randy Orton to get on with his life, and nevertheless, Kane going one-on-one with Undertaker here tonight in the semi-final matchup as The Undertaker beats up his brother. He is all business here tonight, and there you see the elbow to the face by Kane. Kane is a quick, agile guy for 323 pounds as Undertaker kicks him in the stomach and he's sent into the corner again. And there's a boot to the stomach of Kane, and both these men, you can tell they're brothers, they know each other so well. As you saw there, oh my goodness, as you saw there, the power of Kane. Family genes, I suppose. What a huge clothesline, and now he's followed by the throat. We're going to see a chokeslam early on here, but Kane sent back into the corner by The Undertaker, but Undertaker is being throttled by the throat. And this isn't good for him, but Undertaker sending his brother outside the ring. He's holding his bat there, he must have hit it on the concrete. Main event here tonight on Metal, The Undertaker versus Kane, a storied rivalry in wrestling. However, they're on the same page here tonight and they're beating the hell out of each other, despite the fact that they have teamed together many times. These two men do not dislike each other, in fact, they are friends, they are brothers. They have a mutual respect for each other. They've teamed together here in NLW before and taken out challengers left, right and centre, but tonight is about something else. Tonight is about the World Heavyweight Championship and going on to face Triple H at Over the Limit. The winner of this matchup faces Sting next episode, and Undertaker is being pummeled by Kane. Kane, of course, he went on a recent losing streak as of late. Of course, ended it by defeating Randy Orton, albeit considering Randy Orton's foot was under the ropes and Undertaker was hung up there, clobbering him in the back of the head, but Undertaker still kicks out. Now Kane is going to go for the chokeslam perhaps again, tries to go underneath, but look at the strength of Kane. My God, that's 300 pounds on his shoulders. That was incredible. And again you see the agility of Kane to deliver the drop kick to The Undertaker, sending him into the barricading yet again, bouncing his skull off of it. Nevertheless, both men are back in the ring. Kane is definitely in control, as you see there. A boot that sends The Undertaker out of his. And now he's being beaten up on the floor, and you see the viciousness in Kane's eyes. That's not even an enemy of his, this is his brother. And there you see the suplex by Kane. He desperately wants to win the World Heavyweight Championship. It's what everybody in this company wants. And if you're Triple H and you're watching this at home, or maybe even in the back, you gotta believe that one of these men could be potentially challenging for your title, or even Sting. And out of the 3 guys that are left, there are definitely nobody you want to face. Then again, I'm sure Triple H wouldn't like to face any of these guys. Many cause a potential threat to his championship. You just take Hell in the Cell at Destruction, for example. He almost lost the world title to Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels had been put out of action, and the despicable way that Triple H marked the fans last episode by teasing that Shawn Michaels was in the building, that wasn't fair. That certainly wasn't fair, but nevertheless, Kane and Undertaker battling each other right now, and there's a clothesline by the dead man. But Kane sits up, and my God, look at the way that Kane, he imitates his brother like so many, and look at this, now Undertaker back in control, but the strength of Kane to hold on to Taker, but he's caught out there. Now he's in trouble, and what a big boot by the Undertaker. One of these men will go on and face Sting in the final of this tournament. Here's a cover by Undertaker and a kick out by Kane, but he's back on him again, and now has the arm held. Now he's going to go for the old school perhaps, but he's brought back down, and now we're going to see a chokeslam. Kane thinks so, but Undertaker doesn't. He throttles Kane by the throat, and Kane elbowing his way out of that situation, but now he's set him up again, throttled by the throat, and now Kane with a chokeslam, sent down to the mat with authority. And is Kane going through to the final? Can Undertaker mount a comeback? It doesn't look that way at the moment, but you never know. If anybody can do it, it's the Undertaker. Went for the tombstone there, did Kane. That's the move he put Randy Orton away with the last episode, and there's a jumping clothesline. Despite the controversy surrounding the ending of Kane's match with Randy Orton, it happened. He's here tonight. He's going one-on-one with his brother. Undertaker going for the chokeslam, but look at this. Kane going for the tombstone, but now Undertaker reverses, and out of nowhere the tombstone. Tombstone power driver by Undertaker, and that has done it. The same finishing move for both, but on this occasion tonight, it only paid off for one of them. Undertaker wins, and that means we're getting a Sting versus Undertaker rematch yet again. The last time they faced off was back at Destruction in the last man standing matchup. It ended in a draw. Sting almost won, but can Undertaker prove that he's no fluke when they face off this next episode? But nevertheless, Kane looked like he had it won here. He was about to go for the tombstone, but regardless of that, Undertaker reversing, hitting the tombstone pile driver of his own, and there you see the mutual respect shown by brother to brother. Undertaker giving the thumbs up to Kane. Kane sending his best wishes. They may be monsters, but they have feelings, and they give a mutual respect to each other, and that's a good sign of sportsmanship, the type that we crave for in NLW. Kane may have lost tonight, but he put his chin up, and he knows that he took Undertaker to the limit here tonight. Undertaker is over the moon. He's overjoyed. He's defeated his brother here tonight, and he has made it to the final. Next episode, will it be Undertaker or will it be Sting? Undertaker versus Sting is next episode. The winner faces Triple H at Over the Limit. And then you see, oh my God! Randy Orton attacking Kane in the back, and he's just punched our cameraman down. We're meant to go off the air. What the hell is Randy Orton doing? Randy Orton attacking Kane again.